Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot's weekly Pick Your Crystal reading. Thank you so much for being here. So we've got some really nice crystals here today. We've got pink quartz. This is amethyst. I'm pretty sure this is angelite. So, take a moment, look at the crystals, see which one or ones um, attract your attention, you keep going back to, you want to focus on, and we are going to get started. Alrighty, so let's start with, ooh, let's try not to break anything along the way. Quartz. Here we go. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Chariot, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Alrighty. So aces, as you know, are sort of like new beginnings, right? The Ace of Swords is really talking about sort of triumph over adversity, recognize your inner strength. Sometimes it can be about the law or legal matters. The Ace of Wands is about a new ventures, a new way of life, a new start, a new beginning. So really, really powerful cards to start this with. It's then followed by the Chariot, which is about that movement, sometimes almost so fast it feels chaotic. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune bringing you good fortune, bringing you some sort of reward or resolution, something like that. So whatever has gone on previously, it very much feels like you are sort of not only is kind of mentally ready, but really just ready, emotionally ready in all ways to sort of move on from whatever has been going on. It's a new beginning, it's a new start. You could even be thinking about New Year's resolutions at this time. This is, by the way, sorry, I didn't say that. This is for the week of December 7th through 13th. Okay, so just super powerful card. I mean, you have two really powerful aces and then two high arcana cards. So whatever has gone before, you're definitely looking at a fresh new start and a new beginning here. Don't be surprised if things all of a sudden, maybe that weren't moving very quickly, all of a sudden start speeding up and everything's just sort of falling into place. With the Wheel of Fortune card here, I'm almost tempted to tell you to make sure that you sort of keep your antenna opened, your intuition wide, because you're going to be receiving assistance or guidance or reward, but it may not, land on your lap and wave its hand and say, "Hi, here I am." So, particularly if you're being given kind of the next step, right? The next thing you want to do or focus on or look at. You want to stay alert to your surroundings. You want to stay alert to sort of repetitive images or numbers or, words, songs, because it's offering you some direction or some guidance. But I mean, these are really, I'm kind of at a loss. These are really, really lovely, powerful cards. They're talking about starting afresh, I think more than anything, this is about recognizing your own power, your own strength, and your own ability to move things forward in a way that suit you, frankly, in a way that puts you on a path that you want to be on and want to excel on. Alrighty. So let's look at the Master, the World, Page of Swords, Two of Wands, Judgment. Okay. Um, I want to say if you have picked this first, you might want to back up and listen to the uh, messages coming from the pink quartz because in some way it feels like additional information or sort of part two, maybe. So you've got the world, which is talking about endings and new beginnings. It's about things moving forward. You've completed a time, a task, a period of time in your life. Something's coming to closure, allowing for something to, open up. Now, with the Page of Swords here, it may have felt that things were delayed, things just weren't moving quickly enough, or they weren't moving the way you expected they would or thought they would. There's been some sort of a slowdown. If not, you can just anticipate one coming, but it's followed by the Two of Wands. And so the Two of Wands is talking about um is sort of the next step, right? The next step in a process or accomplishment. It could even be a partnership. But and then you have Judgment here, right? And Judgment is talking about it it can often represent good karma or other kind of karma coming your way. But based on what I'm seeing here, it looks like there's actually something that's coming to closure so that you're ready to start a new path forward. You're ready to look forward and find just like a new path. And any delays that you have experienced have been they're actually part of the process that you're going through. Perhaps there was delays because you were still trying to resolve something, or you were waiting for something to settle or come to conclusion, but that's all starting to move forward now. And again, you want to be looking for signals and signs. You want to be keeping your intuition open, because there is a flow to the way a divine assistance is going to come to you. And so you want to be attentive to what is around you, what is repeating around you, um what is resonating with you, what feels right in the gut, because that's going to help you sort of find that direction forward and move forward easily. And let's look at the blue. Six of Wands. Oh, sorry, Six of Swords, Page of Wands, the Fool, and the Page of Cups. I gotta say, um, these three crystals are almost telling a very, very similar story from just slightly different perspectives or angles. So again, you might want to consider, checking the other crystals out if you have not. So the Six of Swords is almost always about, harmony after strain. It's about moving into calmer waters. It's about, kind of coming through the tough stuff and being able to see your path clear in a way that is more calm, rewarding, just not so stressful. Not such a challenge. Now, the Page of Wands sit here, and the Page of Wands always brings good news. So again, if there's a situation that you're now ready to move away from or have started that process, trust that it's going to unfold in a way that is advantageous to you, but you need to be sort of intuitively aware of what's going on around you. The Fool is sitting here, and it's saying, listen, this could be your opportunity to sort of jump into new adventure, start something new, take a chance that you've been reluctant to take, but do so in a way so that before you jump off the cliff into the water, you make sure there's water at the bottom of the cliff, right? So it's about taking chances, but being mindful of sort of reality, mindful of um, consequences. The Fool is it's a card that talks about surging forward, but being mindful of where you're going. All right. And you're followed by the Page of Cups. So the little Page of Cups always brings happy news, good news, and very often it's sort of it creates an emotional response. So you have these two little pages here bringing you um good news and bringing you good news. So, in some ways, it feels like this opportunity that the Fool is presenting, in some ways, almost feels like a little bit of reward for coming through and surviving, whatever the Six of Swords represents. Thank you so much for being here. Um, I look forward to seeing you next week. You guys have a really, really good week as we roll into, I guess, the second week of December already. Take good care now. Bye bye.